Hello, 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 one and all. This is Trivia Club live from that Trivia Clubhouse. We'll be getting started on the actual questions on the official intro in about 5 minutes. Hope you're having fun. Glad I'm having fun on this May the 4th. And yes, May the 4th be with you as well down by the bay. Glad that you're here and ready to play. Good to see you. Everyone can say hello in the live chat. Let us know your team name. Otherwise, just say hello. It'll be great to see everybody. As we get started, get going with trivia in about 4 minutes' time. I don't have a Star Wars bow tie, but this one is a vaguely has like a little bit of a Death Star-esque design to it. I don't know. It's reaching, but it's matching, so that works. The blind spot in my pop culture bow tie game. Unless we're doing well here. Me, my producer, my partner, the love of my life. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks. I never know what to say.
What about I love you too?
I love you too.
That was just
No.
just kidding with you because you're live on camera. Hello to Too Fast, Too Curious. Good to have you here as well. Hopefully Too Fast, Too Curious, you're doing well as well. And I'm still working away on the updates on that golden VCR. But when it's ready for you to pick it up, I'll let you know. Hello to Team Reeds, Prebus's Rancid Pubis. Thank you for checking in too. Good to see you back as always. We'll be getting started in another 2 minutes' time. Say hello in the live chat. If you're new to trivia or if you're returning, of course, let us know your team name. It'll always be great to see returning teams or new teams. Hello to Auntie Brenda. Good to have you. Hello to Sherlou. Hopefully everyone's doing well, having a good week. I'm enjoying some, it's a non-Trivia Club mug, but it's a big mug of tea, so. I feel like I have still the Trivia Club logo right beside my head, and the one that will be embossed in this corner too. So I'll be all right logo wise. We'll be getting started in another minute's time. Tonight will be a bit of Star Wars trivia, but also a bit of not Star Wars trivia. It's still Trivia Club, even though it's May the 4th. So we're going to look to make it as a night for trivia for everybody as possible. Hi to Chelsea as well. Hello to the Imperial Mongooses. Oh yeah, surprisingly, no Star Wars emojis. That is surprising. Good to have you, though. Imperial Mongooses is another live event. The schedule's working out for you. All right, let's get started with Trivia Club and make sure everything else is good to go. The volume levels are Good. All right. We should be good to go in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to Trivia Club.
Hello, hello. Welcome one and all to Trivia Club, live from this Trivia Clubhouse. It is May 4th, so May the 4th be with you. We are, yes, here once again live from that Trivia Clubhouse. This is the 56th edition of Trivia Club, live streamed for you, where you are, from us, where we are. So you can stay home, stay safe. I'm reminding you to wear a mask if you go outside, of course. And congratulations on your vaccine. Yes, you. Fantastic job. Keep up the good work. Congratulations on the second one. If you're potentially American out there, you lucky lucks. And, of course, if you're yet to get that vaccine, congratulations on your upcoming vaccine. Knew you could do it. I want to say once again, happy birthday to my grandma Sheffield, who I can't say this enough. I love very much. I'm happy that you had your birthday celebration this past weekend as well. Love you, Grandma Sheffield.
Over Zoom.
Over Zoom. Oh, yeah, of course, over Zoom. All very much online. She Zoomed to an extent that was impressive to me. Very impressive. Thank you for watching from home as well. And thank you, everyone, for supporting Trivia Club. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel for Trivia Club. You can also support Trivia Club through one-time payments on PayPal or becoming a patron on Patreon. All the information on how to do so is in the video description below. All right. Also, I want to let you know that the month of May is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month.
Yay.
Yay! You might have noticed our logos on social media changing. I actually now see in the corner that I need to change the YouTube logo, but that'll be easy enough. So you'll see the changes for everything take place by the end of the night. And even though more people than ever worldwide are aware of what it's like to live with CF, they may not realize that. Like, tell me if this sounds familiar. Needing to stay 6 feet apart from someone, wearing masks, losing your sense of smell, or sense of taste. Need for oxygen even once you're out of the hospital, or even to the extreme of needing a lung transplant. This is just a small correlation of how those with CF have lived for decades and how COVID has affected the world in this past year. Both these things are shared by these same diseases, viruses. In fact, knowledge of how to help people with CF has helped those with COVID to recover. And here in Toronto, it's very much that story. So let's support the cystic fibrosis community. Let's support those with cystic fibrosis. I'll be including a CF-related trivia question each night of May, each event in May, to help bring awareness in my own way and to cystic fibrosis. You can find out more and donate towards the cause of both helping to cure or helping those with cystic fibrosis by going to cysticfibrosis.ca. Thank you. Tonight is a night of 20 questions of trivia goodness. All you need is a pen and a piece of paper to write down your answers on. I won't be able to interact with everyone, but, I do actually. In person. I forgot to change that in the notes. I love to interact with everyone in the live chat, so let me know your team names if you have not already. And do chat amongst yourselves as well, as we'll be playing along tonight. Let us know in the comments if you're playing this in tape delay, what your team name and your points are at the end of the night. Every night, we end with a bit of bonus trivia. That bonus trivia is called I Built a VCR, or it's Trivia Club as an anagram. So last week we looked for you to name a Oscar losing film, and that Oscar-losing film was in the anagram Thief After School Teaching. And the film was The Trial of the Chicago 7. It was actually the only film that was nominated for multiple awards at the Oscars last week that did not win a single Oscar. Or at least had the most nominations without any wins this past year. What can we win tonight? Speaking of all those wins, we can win a golden VHS of your very own. Imagine what it might be. We'll be spray painting it gold, putting it on your imaginary mantelpiece, or your fireplace, or your windowsill, where you put your imaginary golden trophies. Let us know what your golden VHS would be in the comments or live chat as well. And speaking of those in the live chat, in the comments, hello to Down by the Bay. Hello to Too Fast, Too Curious. Hello to Team Reens Priebus's Rancid Pubis. Hello to Sherlu. Hello, Brenda. Hello to the Imperial Mongooses. Hello to Hot Spot Hot Boys. Hello to the Ghost of BB Rebozo. Hello, Rondai. Hello, Matt Smith. I am interacting with you in the live chat right now. Hello again to Rondai. I just mistook someone saying hello to your mom and dad. Yeah. Back on track. Hello, buddyless travelers. And hello, cookie faced as well. Good to have everybody. You can follow Trivia Club on Twitter, on Facebook, on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on YouTube, on Instagram.com/TriviaClubCA, and at TriviaClub.ca, where all this information is as well as all sorts of fun stuff. If you want to travel around that website, TriviaClub.ca. And if you're needing entertainment for your private online events this year, remember that Trivia Club is available to host trivia events over Zoom, over Google Meet, over Skype, wherever you do your online events, hangouts. Trivia Club can host an event for you. Just get in contact with us and we'll let you know how that works. There's only 3 cardinal rules when it comes to Trivia Club. Those cardinal rules are: be smarter than your internet connection. If you're cheating to find any answers, you're really only cheating yourself. Don't post any answers in the comment section. Only post the score or chat amongst yourselves. Post questions for me. But yes, no spoilers. And the only other rule of Trivia Club is tell everybody about Trivia Club. Thank you. With all that said and done, I think I got everything right. Fantastic. Let's jump into it. Trivia Club at home, question number 1. So Trivia Club at home, question number 1 is question number Obi-Wan. Haha, yeah. Though Ewan McGregor will soon be returning to the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi in a Disney Plus series, this Academy Award winner originated the role in the original Star Wars film. So what is the name of the Academy Award winning actor who originated the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the original Star Wars film? Even though, yes, Ewan McGregor, who also played it in film, will be continuing said role in a Disney Plus series. Question number 2. So with question number 2, we ask you about the American Graffiti's film editor, Walter Murch, who used to say this as a shorthand for Reel 2, Dialogue 2, referring to the movie's various dialogue tracks. Tracks. So once again, American Graffiti's film editor, Walter Murch, used to say this term as a shorthand for reel to dialogue to, referring to the movie's various dialogue tracks? Question number 3, consistency is key. So your question number 3, this is the only Star Wars character whose actor appears in all 9 of the core Star Wars films. Once again, this is the only Star Wars character whose actor appears as them in all 9 of the core Star Wars films. Question number 4, we're going to connect for the point on this one. So what is the connection between the answers of 2 and 3? With the connection between the answers, nothing in the questions necessarily, but those answers do have a connection. So question number 2, once again, American Graffiti's film editor Walter Murch used to say this as a shorthand for reel to dialogue to, referring to the movie's various dialogue tracks. And question number 3, I'm looking for the character name for this one. For question number 3, I'm looking for the character name. What is the only Star Wars character whose actor appears in all 9 of the core Star Wars films as that character? And yes, question number 4, what is the connection between 2 and 3? How do those answers connect? Question number 5. I'm going to ask you to give me 5. Give me 5. Yeah.
That was weak.
100% of the time we're nailing it though.
At least there's God.
Yeah. So question number 5. Give me 5. Give me the 5 Star Wars characters with the most lines of dialogue collectively through episodes 1 through 9. So in all 9 of those core Star Wars films, give me the 5 characters with the most lines of dialogue. Accumulative. Question number 6. Question number 6 is called I'd rather it be 6 feet, but the heart wants what it wants. So your question number 6, the movie 5 Feet Apart, a romance at a distance between two young people with cystic fibrosis, came out in 2019 and starred Haley Lou Richardson. And this actor in the starring roles, that actor is best known for either his role in Riverdale or The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Once again, yes, the movie 5 Feet Apart, a romance at a distance between two people with cystic fibrosis, came out in 2019 and starred Haley Lou Richardson and this actor in the starring roles. That actor is best known for either his role in Riverdale or The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. And should I do my best to explain the 6 feet apart thing? So in the cystic fibrosis community, people with cystic fibrosis need to stay at least 6 feet apart from other people with cystic fibrosis. We understand now that 6 feet apart is that general sort of like shortest possible distance that you need to keep without cross-spreading of things. We know that much more in a general sense. With cystic fibrosis, people with cystic fibrosis, each person grows a specific bacteria. That bacteria can be similar in some people, but because you never know what bacteria that other person is growing, and even if it is similar, that doesn't mean it's not exactly the same. So if there is contact, especially droplets, that sort of thing, then you're growing not only your bacteria, but you're also growing additional bacteria, which makes it more dangerous medically for you and it's more aggressive in your lungs. The bacteria in your body without that ability to fight it. So that's why the 6 feet apart rule. Anything I missed?
They're all antibiotic resistant.
And they're all antibiotic resistant bacteria.
Superbugs.
Superbugs, and that's why it's so dangerous for people with cystic fibrosis, unfortunately, to have any face-to-face interaction with other people with cystic fibrosis. Some additional non-trivial information for you here at Trivia Club. Question number 7. We are making a citizen's arrest. That escalated quickly. Yeah. Question number 7. Citing a 1941 negative review from the Chicago Tribune for Citizen Kane, the movie has lost its perfect 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes this past week and is now a 99% fresh classic film. What sequel has the most 100% fresh reviews for a popular and still perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes, making it arguably, and I will say arguably, the greatest film of all time? Once again, we're looking for a sequel. We'll even say it's a recent sequel. I'll give you too much of a recency, but a recent sequel that is the most popular and yet still completely positive, perfect score on Rotten Tomatoes. Name that movie. That is arguably the greatest film of all time. Take that, Citizen Kane. Matt Smith noted inarguably. And I mean, I will not say it's not a great film or the greatest film. Just getting ahead of the argument. Question number 8 now is bit by bit. It is our first audio clue of the night. This audio clue is an 8-bit version of a popular song or tune. It's been turned to a chip tune or a ringtone for an old Nokia flip phone. But yes, you name this song, the original song, and name the musical act responsible, the person behind this tune, for a second possible point. Here we go. Your question number 8, that bit by bit. It's got a real rhythm to it. That is your question number 8, that bit by bit. Name that song, name that tune, name that musical act responsible for that tune. Not just the movie it's from, but the musical act responsible. That's your question number 8. Question number 9, we're going to tag the line. So your question number 9, that tag the line, name the movie with this poster tagline for the point. So name the movie with the poster tagline for question number 9, tag the line. The creators of Jaws and Star Wars now bring you the ultimate hero in the ultimate adventure. Ooh, sounds like a good movie. So once again, the creators of Jaws and Star Wars now bring you the ultimate hero in the ultimate adventure. Question number 10, it is Survey Says. For Survey Says, it's our first game show game of the night, and it's an actual Family Feud survey question. I want you to give me the number 1 answer as per this actual survey question. So put your mind in the mindset of those 100 Americans in some far-off Midwestern mall. I don't know. But with this question likely being surveyed around the year 2000, I will preface it with that. Name a movie that takes place in space, not including Star Wars or Star Trek. Say not including Star Wars or Star Trek. Name a movie that takes place in space. Oh, and keep in mind that this question was likely surveyed around the year 2000. So don't be too current with your space movies. I like the answer. Question number 11, we're going to ask you a cut above. So your question number 11, what did Luke Skywalker lose in his fight with Darth Vader? The one that didn't go well. I'll give you a multiple choice. Is it, or was it his left hand, his left foot, his right hand, or his right leg? Once again, what did Luke Skywalker lose in his fight with Darth Vader? His left hand, his left foot, his right hand, or his right leg? sure you don't want to cross that out. Question number 12. Question number 12 is called Time After Time. Time after time. I'm going to give you a list of events and you put them in order from earliest to most recent. A point for each correct position. So, from earliest to most recent, these historical events. I mean, this week I was having more fun in terms of putting them in what seemed like a theme of Star Wars adjacent things. So I don't know if they're necessarily historic though. But your question number 12, put them in earliest to most recent order. Here they are in no particular order. The Tupac hologram performs at Coachella. The dog-like robot Spot is introduced by Boston Dynamics. The Country Bears movie, based on the Country Bear Jamboree, is released by Disney. And the Fast and the Furious franchise, and its specific movie, Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, introduces the character Han to the world. No longer solo, he's got family. So once again, Tupac hologram performs at Coachella. The dog-like robot is Robot Spot is introduced by Boston Dynamics. The Country Bears movie, based on the Country Bear Jamboree, is released by Disney. And Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift introduces the character Han to the world. Question number 13. Now we are fishing for clues. So, question number 13. What classic rock band brought us the lyrics, "We're just two souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year"? Once again, name that classic rock band that brought us the lyrics, "We're just two souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year." Question number 14. It is best known for. For best known for, you name the 4 movies that, according to IMDb.com and its algorithm, that the following actor is quote unquote known for. So, according to the Internet Movie Database.com, what 4 movies is Natalie Portman known for? I will say that no Star Wars movies are included in this known for. Just name the 4 movies, not including any Star Wars, that Natalie Portman is known for. Again, the algorithm, as always, deals with, algorithm things. So who truly knows? But box office, awards, just notoriety and internet spheres, who knows? Question number 15 now. It is our countdown takedown question. So that countdown takedown. This is another game show game, this time played with Price is Right rules. We want you to get as close as you can to the actual number without going over. If you get anywhere within the 25% range without going over, that is 2 points. If you get it right on, that is 5 points. And if you're over by just 1, that is 0 points. Also, if you're outside of that 25% range on the underside, that is also 0 points. No $1, Bobs. Not here. So your question number 15, give us your best guess at this number. According to the website Wikipedia, how tall is the beloved garbage can-shaped Star Wars character R2-D2 in centimeters? So imagine R2-D2. How tall is R2-D2 in centimeters? And this is according to Wikipedia. Question number 16. It is a 16-word hint for a 16-letter movie title. Yes, name this movie with 16 letters in its title from this 16-word hint. Your question number 16. The young soldiers of the mobile infantry prepare to fight and die against the arachnid menace. So once again, the young soldiers of the mobile infantry prepare to fight and die against the arachnid menace. Question number 18. It's a question about square roots. We're actually going to step away entirely from Star Wars. Not even like adjacent questions. At least 16 was like close-ish. Well, not really being close. Yeah. Anyway, question number 17, square roots. There are 3 states in the United States that have only lines of latitude and longitude as boundaries. Name them for a point each. So they're square or rectangular, at the very least. But they're all straight lines. There are only 3 U.S. states that have only lines of latitude and longitude as boundaries. Name those states for a point each. No squiggly lines with these states, just straight lines. Question number 18. We're once again, because I enjoy doing it, going to ask you which Chris? With which Chris? It's Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd. And this week, I tell you the movie, and you tell me which of these Chris's does not feature in the following movie. Yes, which of these Chris's, from these four, 3 of them are in this movie, 1 is not. Those Chris's, once again, are Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd. All fantastic Chris's. Just the cream of the Hollywood crop of Chris's. So which of those Chris's does not feature in Thor: The Dark World? Who is not in Thor: The Dark World? Is it Pine, Hemsworth, Evans, or O'Dowd? And Matt Smith is showing love for Chris Messina. One of these days, I might have to rope Chris Messina into this as well. Maybe for a short stint. Can't add too many Chris's to the potential list. Got to keep those odds favorable. Yes, which Chris is not in Thor: The Dark World? Is it Chris Pine, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, or Chris O'Dowd? Question number 19. We are almost overture. So, your question number 19. What classic television and radio show used the William Tell Overture as its theme song? Yes, once again, name that classic TV show that before that was a radio show, maybe even during it. But it used the William Tell Overture as its theme song. And before I jump into question number 20, our Trivia Royale, are there any questions I can repeat or clarify with the art of repetition? Let me know in the comments, in the live chat. Of course, if you're playing this on tape delay, just scrub back to where need be, and we'll be ready for you. I'm going to start queuing up the clock, but I will keep an eye on those questions to repeat. Question number 5. Can do. Excellent. 4 to repeat, and all in sequential order right now. Oh, now they're not. Question number 5, to start us off. Give me the 5 Star Wars characters with the most lines of dialogue throughout episodes 1 through 9. So in all 9 of those core Star Wars films, what are the 5 Star Wars characters with the most lines of dialogue? Question number 8. Oh, yes. Here's that bit by bit. Name this song, name the musical actress responsible. Answer question number 8. Let's see what is up next. Question number 12 and then 13. Question number 12. List these events from earliest to most recent. Here are those are those events, once again, in no particular order. That order is Tupac Hologram performs at Coachella. A dog-like robot named Spot is introduced by Boston Dynamics. It is not liked. The Country Bears movie, based on the Country Bear Jamboree, is released by Disney. And Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift introduces the character Han to the world. So when was Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift released? Question number 13. What classic rock band brought us the lyrics, "We're just two souls," or "We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year"? Once again, we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. Name that band. Question number 11. A cut above? What did Luke Skywalker lose in his fight with Darth Vader? The multiple choices are left hand, left foot, right hand, or right leg. That was 11. Now getting back in that sequential order. 15. That countdown takedown. According to the website Wikipedia, how tall is our beloved garbage can-shaped Star Wars character R2-D2 in centimeters? Number 17 and then number 10. There, number 17, your square roots. There are only 3 U.S. states that have only lines of latitude and longitude as boundaries. Name those states for a point each. Number 16, and then number 11. Or 10? I've lost track now. Number 16, name that movie. The young soldiers of the mobile infantry prepare to fight and die against the arachnid menace. And number 10, your survey says, name what you think is the number one answer. Name a movie that takes place in space, not including Star Wars or Star Trek. And yes, this question was likely surveyed around the year 2000. The year 2000. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was almost half of the questions. Actually, that was half of the questions I've asked already. All right. I think that's some kind of record. Which is fine. It just surprised me. All righty. Question number 20. Our Trivia Royale, unless there's more to repeat, which will surprise me. So your question number 20, your Trivia Royale, 10 possible points to be won, 5 minutes of answering on the clock. Here we go. I have 5 minutes on the clock. Name for me any 10 of the 16 TV series, streaming series, or films in the official Disney version of the Star Wars timeline, which have been released as of today, May 4th, 2021. This is for the everything in the current canon, as it were, be it TV series or films, at least streaming series or films. And for the Skywalker-centric films, those core films, all I need is the subtitle. You don't have to worry about the exact semantics with episode numbers, etc. Yeah, any 10 of the 16 series, be they TV or streaming. But this includes This includes a pre-Disney acquisition stuff. Is if it's still in the Disney version, if it's still stayed in the Disney version of the Star Wars timeline. I could more deeply specify and tell you that this was the list of 16 properties included on the Star Wars High Republic timeline, but I don't want to get too in the weeds and confuse anyone that is not as familiar. But that's how specific I'm talking about. But it can include pre-Disney acquisition stuff. As long as it fits within the Disney version of the Star Wars timeline. Those 16 TV series, streaming series, or films. And any 10 of them. Exact wording on titles, not necessary, subtitles, that sort of thing. You don't have to get hyper-specific on episode, numbering, and placement of colons and whatnot. Just a little bit more than 2:30 remaining. We're almost halfway there. Almost halfway there. There you go. We're past the halfway mark. 2:25 remaining. Oh, and this list does not include yet any of the announced series coming up if they haven't released any episodes. Or been released in theaters, quote unquote. A minute and a half remaining. 1 minute and 30 seconds. 90 seconds to go. I see that you've brushed your hands off.
Yeah.
40 seconds remaining. Fifteen seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And time is up. Yes, indeed, that is time. Finalize those answers. Fill in any blank spaces as quickly as possible because we are answering these questions. A point for every correct answer. Add up those points once we are finished answering and let us know your point total in the live chat. Trivia Club at Home question number 1. Question number Obi-Wan. Though Ewan McGregor will soon be returning to the role of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which Academy Award winner originated the role in the original Star Wars film? That would be Alec Guinness. Alec Guinness. Question number 2. American Graffiti's film editor Walter Murch used to say this as shorthand for reel to dialogue to, referring to the movie's various dialogue tracks? That would be R2D2. R2D2. George Lucas, of course, the director of American Graffiti, liked that turn of phrase and decided to use it. Question number 3. This is the only Star Wars character whose actor appears as that character in all 9 of the core Star Wars films. That is Anthony Daniels as C-3PO. C-3PO is that answer. That character we were looking for. And question number 4, connecting for the point. Speaking of the ones you're looking for, the connection is they're both droids. Yes, indeedy. Those robot sidekicks throughout those films. And the droids. C-3PO, R2-D2. Question number 5. Give me 5. So give me the 5 Star Wars characters with the most lines of dialogue in episodes 1 through 9. So that question number 5. Well, I guess specifically, these were the ones, yes, that I was going to say. Good call from Travis in the comments. Specifically, not the droids you're looking for, but these might have been for the points, the droids that you were looking for. Yeah. Question number 5. Those 5 Star Wars characters with the most lines in all those core Star Wars films. So I'll start with the most, like the top 5 in order, but it doesn't have to be in order. But the character with the most lines is Darth Vader / Anakin. Either is acceptable, same character. Just went through changes. So Darth Vader, and then Han Solo, then Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, and C-3PO, if you put in the work. Yeah, all 9 films. And he's a chatterbox, so it worked in his favor.
Oh.
Oh man, yeah. Princess Leia is barely in the top. Actually, I'm not quite sure. But she's not number 6. I don't believe. She might be, but good point, is what we're saying. Good point. Question number 6. I'd rather it be more than 6, or I'd rather it be 6 feet at least, but the heart will do what it wants. So question number 6, the movie 5 Feet Apart, a romance at a distance between 2 people with cystic fibrosis, came out in 2019 and starred Haley Lou Richardson and an actor best known for potentially either Riverdale or The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That would be Cole Sprouse. Cole Spruce? Sprouse?
Spouse.
Yeah, I don't know why I second guessed it.
I don't know either.
Cole Spruce. Question number 7. Citizen's arrest. Citing a 1941 negative review from the Chicago Tribune for Citizen Kane. Citizen Kane has lost its perfect 100% Rotten Tomato score, is now at 99% fresh. Which sequel is now the most 100% fresh rated and reviewed movie of all time on that website, making it arguably, or inarguably, if you ask others, the greatest film of all time? That would be Paddington 2. Yes, the sequel to Paddington Bear, or Paddington. Both great movies. Paddington Bear, the greatest movie of them all. But do check it. Do check it out. Paddington Bear is very charming. I'm sounding facetious, but it's a lovable movie. Question number 8, your bit by bit. So that 8-bit version of the song was a Star Wars tune. It was a Star Wars tune. And it was the Imperial March, specifically, for a point, by John Williams, the composer of said film. John Williams, for a point, Imperial March. Kind of Darth Vader's theme, very much so. Question number 9, tag the line. The creators of Jaws and Star Wars now bring you the ultimate hero in the ultimate adventure. I'd be Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'll also accept Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, but it was specifically Raiders of the Lost Ark at the time. Oh, and someone asked what happens if they just put Sprouse. I will give you half a point because there are 2 Sprouses. So if you had said Dylan Sprouse, we'd have to. But Sprouse is half a point. Question number 10. Survey says, name a movie that takes place in space. Not including Star Wars or Star Trek, kind of starts to limit the field immediately. But this question was likely surveyed around the year 2000, a good time for space movies. At least like the 90s were, so like leading into the 2000s. So I'll start with the 1 point answer and go up in the potential points from there. So 1 point, if you were bursting with excitement, like an alien bursting out of your chest, that'd be Alien or Aliens. I'll accept either. Even Alien 3, which would be a weird choice, but still a point. 2 points. If you really went on the ultimate trip for this one, that would be 2001, A Space Odyssey. I mean, space is right in the title there. 2 points for 2001, A Space Odyssey. 3 points if you were really drilling down for this answer and you found a really explosive option. Also, Bruce Willis was there. That'd be Armageddon, because they're oil drillers that have to blow up an asteroid. That was the thought process for that joke. It's funnier when you explain it. Armageddon for 3 points. I think that was a 1995. I looked it up to be like, this seems like a very specific time, these next 3. But yeah, Armageddon for 3 points. 4 points if you thought you were in danger. But hey, 4 points is 4 points. Even if you're Will Robinson? Lost in Space. We are looking for Lost in Space for 4 points. I saw that movie in theaters. And 5 points if you named it Space Movie. That was really the most realistic of any of these. Even if it was, I was going to say problematic, but different connotations. They had a problem, though. So they called Houston, but they still figured it out. Apollo 13 for 5 points. So Apollo 13 for 5 points, Lost in Space for 4 points, Armageddon for 3 points, 2001, A Space Odyssey for 2 points, and Aliens, the Alien franchise, let's say for 1 point. And excellent to hear that we're really talking about, or we found ourselves in the moment of Armageddon too. Matt Smith evidently watching Armageddon right before flipping to Trivia Club. Excellent. Question number 11. A cut above or below, I don't know. What did Luke Skywalker lose in his fight with Darth Vader? Was it his left hand, his left foot, his right hand, his right leg, my left foot? That would be his right hand. His right hand, his dominant lightsaber hand. Be careful with that. I mean, he got a replacement, but still. He lost his lightsaber. So yes, right hand was the hand we were looking for. That went missing. Question number 12. Time after time. So those events in a specific order, the specific order that they happened from earliest to most recent, starting in 2002 with the release of the Country Bears movie based on the Country Bear Jamboree. It sounds bad because it was. Next up in 2006, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift introduces us to Han, and people are looking for justice for him ever since. Actually, they found it. They found justice for Han. Now, next up, justice for Han Solo. All right, 2012. It was the happening of the Tupac hologram performance at Coachella. Save us, Tupac, you're our only hope. And 2016, the dog-like robotic thing is introduced by Boston Dynamics. So once again, country bears that are kind of like Ewoks. Han, which is a similar name to Han Solo, the exact same name. Tupac hologram performs at a Coachella, kind of like the Princess Leia thing. That's what I was thinking there. And then the dog-like robot is introduced by Boston Dynamics. There's just a lot of robots in Star Wars. That's your order of 4. Point for the correct placement. Question number 13. What classic rock band brought us the lyrics with just 2 lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year? Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd. That's from their song Wish You Were Here. Question number 14. Best known for those 4 movies that, according to the Internet Movie Database.com, that Natalie Portman is known for. No Star Wars included on this list, which is interesting because, like, James Earl Jones, his entire best known for is Star Wars stuff. But Natalie Portman's are Black Swan for a point, V for Vendetta for a point. Oh, yeah. No, I see what you did there. Leon the Professional, or Leon, or The Professional for a point. And Closer for a point. Closer. Another movie that IMDb likes, not quite as much as August Osage County, but IMDb seems to like Closer as well. I guess because it's a smaller cast. Question number 15, our countdown takedown. I've yet to watch August Osage County, and I don't think I will, but I like that it has a place on IMDb. Question number 15, your countdown takedown. So, according to Wikipedia, how tall in centimeters is the beloved Star Wars character who also happens to kind of look like a trash can, R2-D2? Can I get a drum roll, please? That droid is 108 centimeters tall. 108. You're going to not like this next part. So 108 will get you 5 points. 107 to 81 will get you 2 points. Chrissy went from 105 to 80. One of those instances when looking over and going like, oh man, shoot. But yes, 108 will get you 5 points. 107 to 81 will get you 2 points. Question number 16, your 16-word hint for a 16-letter movie title. The young soldiers of the Mobile Infantry prepare to fight and die against the erected menace. This is as if the Empire of Star Wars was its own movie, just like within the Empire. But it looked like it was a propaganda film to make it feel not so deeply fascist. Looking for Starship Troopers. Starship Troopers. Oh, one for the countdown takedown. And my dad says that my mom guessed 110. Another close guess. Just that. Playing with inches, centimeters, really. Yes, your question number 16, that Starship Troopers. And in that Paul Verhoeven, I believe it is, style, of just gonzo filmmaking, hidden as popcorn. As Travis of the Fighting Mongooses mentioned, yes, would you like to know more? Question number 17. Square roots. So what are the 3 straight-sided, flat-sided U.S. states that have only lines of latitude and longitude as boundaries? So for a point each, those states are Colorado, Wyoming, and Utah. I was going to say they might all be touching as well, but I'm not sure if Utah. Don't have that. I don't have them in front of me. So there might be something like an Iowa in between Utah and the other 2. Question number 18. Which Chris? This week, which Chris does not appear in this film? The other 3 do. So that film was Thor: The Dark World, and it featured Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Chris O'Dowd as the Dark World. No, I'm kidding. He was Jane Foster's love interest. No, he was more like the dopey guy that she dates for one scene. And Chris Evans appears as Loki, as Captain America. So Chris Evans was kind of there, but uncredited. But he's there. That means Chris Pine does not feature in Thor: The Dark World. He might have been too busy with Star Trek. So there you go. Oh, and the square roots one, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, they do all touch. Thank you, Chelsea, in the live chat. Question number 19, Almost Overture. So what classic television and radio show before that used the William Tell Overture as its theme song? The same theme that is used by pro wrestler and national treasure Daniel Bryan. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, da, da. That'd be the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger is your question number 19 answer. Question number 20. Now your Trivia Royale. I asked you for you to name me any 10 of the 16 series or films in the official Disney version of the Star Wars timeline. These are films or series that could be pre-Disney acquisition, but these are all in their chosen timeline as per the 16 properties listed in the High Republic timeline. As it were. They didn't overcomplicate it with books and everything, and I appreciate that. But books are important, don't get me wrong. Here we go. For a point each, in order of timeline, so earliest to latest in the timeline? Yeah, that makes sense. Starting with The Phantom Menace, and then Attack of the Clones, then The Clone Wars, an animated continuation of what was happening after those clones attacked. The final part of the prequel trilogy, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. After that is the just released today, the first episode, but of the series The Bad Batch. Speaking of clones. Sometime after that, Solo, or Solo, a Star Wars story. Rebels, an animated series within the timeline, Rebels. Rogue One, or Rogue One, a Star Wars story. A New Hope, returning to the original series or trilogy. I'll also accept Star Wars, even though that was the original title for A New Hope. And then it just became what everything is known as. But Star Wars, or simply enough, A New Hope. The Empire Strikes Back. The Return of the Jedi, or Return of the Jedi. To finish off the original trilogy, then the most recent big TV series for Star Wars is The Mandalorian. Takes place sometime after that original trilogy. Resistance is said to take place from Star Wars. Resistance sometime after or during The Mandalorian. And then the current Disney trilogy that just finished, and it went well. That'd be The Force Awakens for a point, The Last Jedi for a point, and The Rise of Skywalker for a point. So once again, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, The Clone Wars, Revenge of the Sith, The Bad Batch, Solo, Rebels, Rogue One, A New Hope, or Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Mandalorian, Resistance, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. So 50 potential points to be won. Oh, and one was Al Guinness. Thank you. Let me know those team points in the live chat. I realized that, having come to it, that I intended to do something specific for the anagram, but I didn't actually put the anagram together. So shortly after this will be posted with, in the description, today's I Built a VCR bonus bit of trivia, an anagram of Trivia Club, because I built a VCR. You know how fitting it is now. But I'll give you an anagram in which I'll ask you to find the Star Wars character and their fun name in the following anagram. As I noted, in my excitement, I did not actually put together that anagram, but it will be there shortly for you to enjoy. It'll be a Star Wars character with hopefully an anagram that sounds just as fun as that character's name. I will read out those point totals momentarily. I think there's 50 potential points to be won once again tonight. All right, I'll read out some point total fun possibilities. Here we go. On this May the 4th, and may the 4th be with you. All right.
Oh, were you talking to me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I was looking.
Said it one more time, and I'm like, that does kind of sound a little goofy, but hey. We have fun, because it's the day. I have to pay attention to other pop culture dates to see if there's anything else to do in the future. Alrighty. So, 40 points for Team Reens Pubis's Rancid Pubis. Well done to you. 40 points. 31 points to Thanks to Candace. Well done with 31 points. 41 points for Down by the Bay as our current and now point leader. 40 points, another very good score. Tied now in that runner-up spot. 40 points for Too Fast, Too Curious. 38 points for BB Rebozo. Well done with 38 points. 28 points for Bodyless Travelers. Well done with those 28 points. Or 36 points for the Imperial Mongooses, refusing to believe that R2 is that tall. It's about, what is it, like a meter and a bit?
A
Yeah.
meter's 100, yeah.
Yeah, so about 3 feet, approximately 3.5 feet. Still pretty tall. 35.5 points for Cookie Faced. Well done with 35.5 points. 42 points. 42 points for Hot Spot Hot Boys. Using that hot spot to their advantage. Indeed. Our point leaders, looks like tonight with 42 points. 13 points for your producer and mine. Thank you to my producer, my partner, the love of my life. 13 points. It's a good team name. 36 points for Poindexter Jetster. Poindexter Jetster. I think, yeah, that's an actual Star Wars character name. And a good team name. 36 points. Well done. Poindexter Jetster. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Well done to the Hotspot Hot Boys. 42 points. Yeah. Good job, all. Thank you for joining in. Like and subscribe this video, as always. Thank you for supporting trivia throughout these Tuesdays. We'll be back again next Tuesday, May 11th, with more trivia goodness. Another cystic fibrosis question for you as well in that trivia night, as it is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. Thank you for supporting Trivia Club. Thank you once again to our supporters on Patreon. Your support very much helps Trivia Club continue into 2021, live from this Trivia Clubhouse. Tonight's champions are everyone who stayed inside, who stayed safe, and if they had to venture out, double masked. Take care of yourself and others. Stay safe indeed. And congratulations once again on your vaccine, or on your upcoming vaccine. It's right around the corner. Alrighty. I don't think there's much more to say other than join me, won't you, in saying what we say at the end of every night? Okay. And that is, remember, it's not what you know, it's what you learn along the way.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you.
Love you.
Thanks. Star Wars. I think it works.